real and raw about relationships. Black love, how to sustain a relationship, and how to build yourself. My name is Kenya S, and this is
Aneo Al,
aka Zaddy Killer. No, Zaddy Tequila.
Yeah, because I'm aged.
You aged.
I like tequila, and then I'm a Zaddy, so I'm a Zaddy
You
Killer.
embrace some Zaddy. Okay, you are a Zaddy.
I'm a Zaddy. Oh, respect. Gotta start everything with respect. Respect life. Not respect life. This to the community.
Okay. So today we're gonna talk about what's feeding you. What's feeding you and what's feeding your partner. So, growing up, you remember how they used to always tell you you are what you eat. So we wanna talk about what you're being fed in your relationships and how are you preparing your meals for yourself and for your partner. So I'm gonna turn it over to you. So my first question is, you are what you eat. What have you taken in over the years? What has your diet been like?
Transformation, change, try to decipher if somebody feeding me some BS, but sometimes shit can be good because it grow grass.
Okay, well that is a perspective. That's okay.
But it got to be the right type of shit for nurturing.
High quality shit.
High quality shit.
Okay, high quality.
A lot of vegetables we eat come from high quality shit.
Okay.
So we just gotta get fed the right thing. So just try to decipher what's being fed and keeping the emotions away from the processing.
So how do you determine what high quality shit is? Because some shit all can look the same.
It gotta make sense. The spirit got to feel it.
Spiritual shit.
Yeah, you can tell me something and I can just feel like, oh, that's some bullshit she said right off the bat.
Okay.
But if something come and it hit my stomach and it really made me think about what you're thinking, I'm getting fed something different. Something that probably can enlighten me and transform me in my own way of thinking.
Okay, so like before you said right now you in transformation, that's your diet now.
Right.
But there's always a progression in transformation. And there's how can I say it? You say shit, spiritual shit, but there's also a transformation in that and different realms of shit you try. So what led up to you being in this transformation that you're in?
Well, shit stands for self-care, health, inner peace, and time. That's the good shit.
Okay.
Anything that's gonna bring me
self-care.
self-care.
Say that again.
Self-care, S-H-I-T. Self-care, health, inner peace, and time. So any type of shit like that that's gonna bring that to me, I'm all for that.
Okay.
So if I'm getting something fed other than that, I'm gonna wipe my behind and flush that type of thing. I gotta get deep, make people think about that.
Like you
that's
shot me with that.
That's some black love clinical type of thing right there.
Shit, you gonna have people.
I will go there now with the black love clinical type of thing.
Well, go there. Go there.
You're making too much about me. What's you been fed? We're gonna go back now.
Okay,
In the beginning, what's your diet been like? I'm gonna go back to my diet. What's your diet been like?
Well, I've been asking you that for 3 minutes and you didn't answer. Okay.
Oh, well, my diet. I'm telling you, understanding the right type of things to take in.
Okay.
That's gonna bring about self-care, health, and a peace of time. Anything else that's gonna bring in foolishness, poppycock, nonsense.
You are coming with the fucking
Man, look, hey, baby.
Poppycock.
I had some good vegetable juice this morning.
Man.
And the brain, that's the diet.
Your brain is on fleek right now.
Yes, sir. What we put in my body, right?
Hey, I try to do my part.
That's vegan thinking. I had a vegan breakfast today. That's vegan thinking. You know what I'm saying? No, this going into
no,
the relationship.
That's some good shit though. It is vegan thinking.
It's vegan thinking.
You said what has my diet been like?
Yeah.
Well, before I started making fresh juices, my diet has been, it's evolved. I had junk food.
Okay.
I loved junk food.
Explain junk food for us, relationship wise.
Well, first things first, age and maturity plays into it, right? Okay. So as I have evolved, initially I was eating junk food because I didn't know, I wasn't self-aware. My environment, what my environment fed me is that I wasn't attractive. I didn't feel protected. And I was teased a lot, and I grew up in a house full of men, 5 uncles. So that environment and knowing what I wanted, I consumed a lot of junk because I wasn't self-aware. I was just, to be very transparent, I was just surprised that somebody would like me based off of what my environmental diet was telling me, what I was taking in, and I wasn't this, I wasn't that, I didn't look like this. But as I evolved and started to become my own chef, so to speak, I was becoming more conscious of what to take in.
Right.
But my diet evolving also came from lived experiences. Like I had to eat some fucked up food, maybe throw it up, didn't sit well with my stomach. I had to go through those growing pains to get to where I am right now, to where I'm eating mushrooms and making fresh juices and making sure that my partner has a fresh juice, meal prepping. Like it took time to get here. It took it took a lot of detoxing.
Right.
You know, so you got to detox the shit, you know, and understand the standards and the expectations. But also too, I really had to take control of my thoughts and what I was feeding myself in order to be of any substance and nutrition to anyone that's coming into my life. So
how did you even bring this conversation about if you're dealing with something and you know that they've been eating unhealthy? And it seemed like they, that they gravitate to like toxic type of food that's just been a diet, and say, hey man, what you feel about trying this type of fruit or this vegetable today, or just having this type of conversation?
Well, I think it starts with understanding the person and what they have taken in. And, you know, I think most of us know when we detox and we detoxing, the body is going to go through some withdrawals. It's not going to be, you know, I know for me, I've had to detox a couple of times to be successful at it, right? Because I got hungry, I had cravings. So just understanding that person, you know, and we took the trauma class, so procedural memory, habitual, we creatures of habit. You're going to do what you know to do. And being uncomfortable is not a good feeling.
Right.
It's a scary feeling because you don't know what's on the other side. I know if I eat this fucked up food, 9 times out of 10, I know what's going to happen to me and my body has gotten used to it.
Right.
You know, so going back to your question, I just think it's patience, having those conversations, and understanding, you know, if you want to be, so to speak, that person's chef, you know, and, you know, some things that don't appear to be good or don't taste good sometimes are good. And you have to, you do taste testing. That's what it comes with. But just with that person, having that conversation and knowing where you are, and is there some commonality? Is it somewhere where y'all can meet in the middle to allow that person space to go through their transformation, and you do the same.
And you know what's amazing? I'm gonna tell a quick story. Like for most guys, I'm not gonna generalize most men, but the way we ate, a lot of us ate growing up in the hood and the community, and it's no disrespect for women, but we would say, man, look, most guys, they're gonna pick the apple that's on the ground. You know, because that's easy to get. You know, when the best apple is the one at the top of the tree, but that's the hardest apple to get because you gotta climb, you gotta work for it. You might take the rest of the branch, break it on your ass. And guys like, no, we got too many land on the ground. And so this easy,
orchard.
Yeah, this easy picking.
Yeah.
And you know, we get fed that so much. No, and most of us, most men, not all men, you know, most of the guys that don't want to challenge, we're gonna go the easy route. You know, like easy money, easy sex, but easy ain't always good. And so me growing up and coming up, I had to start to change my diet because my emotional level started to grow. I started to educate myself. So I didn't want to say, no, let me not get what's easy. Let me deal with what's some challenge, because that's how I continue to grow. So I had to change that diet and say, you know, I don't always want it easy. Because like I say,
you don't want a microwave.
Yeah, but because easy ain't, and microwave ain't healthy all the time. And so certain women that you run into as well as men. It's gonna come with something.
Absolutely.
By land on the ground.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah,
so,
yeah.
And as we grow,
Shit, I mean, even the one up high
at the
tree
top,
gonna come with something.
Yeah.
Somebody is coming. Nobody. I don't think we always come to shithole.
Oh no, because
We still live.
it's no transformation. We'll never be completely whole.
Yeah. You can do the work.
You know, it's just like when you go to the store and you say, well, it's whole food. You know, it's a better type of food there.
Hell yeah, it should be.
But that's the market. Well,
Yeah, for the price.
For the price.
But that's the market.
Yeah, and so
That's the market.
right.
Right. You can't go and save a lot on Whole Foods food.
You glowing. You look.
Oh,
You about to spiritualize or something.
I mean, you really touched me right there when you said market, because I'm like, yeah, shit, you can't go to Save a Lot on Whole Foods.
So have you, let me ask you something personal. Do you feel like a lot of the men in your past been like Save a Lot men?
No, I've had a variety.
Okay. All right. She said variety.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Okay.
I mean, I know y'all into that body count shit, but I've had a variety. I'm just saying, that's the shit.
You got bodies on you?
Well, I said I had variety. Now see.
No,
Going with the bullshit
we got
right now.
see the
That's that shit.
Hey.
That's that shit. No, I've had variety. I've been a bargain shopper. I've had coupons. I've splurged. You know what I mean? But all those experiences have been wonderful, and all those experiences were the different phases of who I am.
That's your collage.
Absolutely. That is, you know what, you are a fucking genius.
It's a mental health podcast.
You are a fucking genius. Yes,
This is what we're trying to do.
That's been my collage. Absolutely. And I'm proud of it. I ain't ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. I'm still in the grocery store shopping. So I'm still evolving with my diet.
What would be your ideal diet?
What would be my ideal diet?
Desire?
Oh wow. My ideal diet, I'm a futuristic too. I did that extra finance. Okay, but my ideal diet would be, man, if I could, okay, I'm gonna tell you my full diet because I believe in holistic health. I want to be wealthy. I am going to be wealthy. My holistic wealth diet consists of sunlight, water, land. I get to wear beautiful bohemian sundresses every day. I eat raw, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. You know, I am meditating on a whole nother level. Like, I got a room with crystals and bowls. Like, it's just peaceful and serene. You know, and if I have a chef, I have a chef. If I don't, I don't. Because I can prepare for myself.
So that's your ideal relationship? You know,
Well, that's my, well,
we
my,
comparing diet and
well, my ideal relationship, yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. He complements that.
Okay.
But also too, you know, to be a completely raw vegan, you're not cooking anything. But at the same time, you know, I want some spice in there too, you know? I want to be challenged. I want to be able to challenge my partner, and not challenge my partner in a sense of demeaning, challenging my partner in a sense of way of thinking. You know, what we're feeding each other.
Okay.
We're connected in that space. We study together, we read together, we spiritual together. It's a connection.
Because we can get a steady diet of somebody's food because they like to cook it. We're like, okay, I'm tired of goddamn mushrooms.
You trying to throw some low-key shots around this
Man. hey, welcome to the podcast.
Okay.
Let's go back and get some mental health.
Come on.
No, the mushroom, they're good shit. I drink mushroom coffee.
Right, don't act like that.
Hell no. Hey,
Good
I'm a
goddamn
mushroom.
mushroom.
Man,
Right,
look, I've been on them. Mushroom chicken nuggets, mushroom everything. Mushroom soup. Come on, let's get back to this podcast.
Okay, come on. Anejo Al.
They ain't put it in that nail yet. When we come on to the mushroom.
Okay. Well, you
Mushroom
know.
tequila, we winning.
They come up with some mushroom tequila. We all wear it around this boy. But no, for real. Okay, so the question back on you.
I had some really good women. It was me a lot of times. So I would never discredit the women that was in my life, they helped shape me, they helped grow me. I learned a lot. I just, sometimes I reflect like, man, I wish I could have been a little bit better for them in certain areas, but I wasn't there yet. And that's the thing, when we go through these journeys, you're not going to be at certain places at other people's time. And that's man or woman, that's deep. I'm not the guy I was 20 years, as far as my thinking. Do I still hold on to my fundamental rooted foundation? Oh yeah.
What's one of those that you hold on to, your fundamental foundation? What's still in your diet that you...
Still in my diet?
Yeah.
I'm a big Carl Jung fan. He's a psychiatrist. And he said, the world gonna ask you who you are. And if you don't know, they're gonna tell you.
You're damn right on that.
I know who I am.
All right.
And so that's my foundation. I know who I am. And I don't stand on traditions that's not ours or mine, like other people do. We stand on foundation and traditions that's not ours. We 10 toes in the mud on it.
Okay.
And so by me knowing who I am, I'ma always probably like bump heads with people here that stand on traditions that was forced beating up on them, and now it's a part of the distance. And so I think that's why I run into the conflict all the time, because I'm not what I was fed here. What we always fed here.
So how did you?
Knowledge yourself. I had to go re-educate myself.
So what is some of the stuff that you read to re-educate yourself?
Man, The Miseducation of the Negro.
Okay,
Carter G. Woodson.
Okay.
Niggas to Gods. Oh my fucking God.
Okay, yeah, Niggas to Gods by Kill.
Man, Niggas to God. That's that book was everything.
That book was.
And then I actually read this book called The Pimp's Rap. When people see the cover, they can think, oh, that's some pimp shit. But man, when I tell you, it's one of the most. Yeah, but it's bigger than the book. Okay. Everything it's not the cover.
I read oh my God, Iceberg Slim.
Yeah, but it was just it's so spiritual.
The name of his book. Yeah, that's good. Awakening the Master Feminine. That was something that helped me. Niggas to Gods. I remember I showed somebody up my books and they was like, that's the revolutionary starter pack. It was like Niggas to God.
Right.
Naeem Akbar, The Community of Self. What else? And Iyanla. One day my soul just opened up. Really, that was something. It was something.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I read a little bit, just a little bit. But I also read somewhere too where you just can't read a book and put it down. It has to be repetitive. Like
exactly.
You gotta study it.
Exactly.
You gotta eat it. You gotta take in that information to change. So,
and real quick, people, y'all gotta look, man. What information gets us, the more we take in, the more we're gonna be informed by. So whatever informs you is gonna form you. So if you're reading a lot of things that may not grow you, your growth is gonna be stunted. And I think that will help me. I started reading things that was a little bit challenging, like, oh man, let me see it from this way, or let me see it from this way. Things just wasn't just like given to me. Or read this. It was things that came to me spiritually. Like, man, I need to pick that up and see if that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And how can I apply it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Learning how to apply what I learned, and then standing on if somebody don't agree what my stance is. I'm a factual person. It got to be factual to me. You know what I mean? It got to make sense, but then it got to be the facts behind it. And once I see that, I'm gonna kind of like stand firm. Not saying I won't change something, but if the facts say what it is, it's just what it is. Just like I look now, it's cloudy. Can't nobody in this room tell me the fuck the sun is shining. Okay. It's facts that it's cloudy.
Right.
So I'm gonna stand on the fact that I know it's cloudy. You know what I mean? And that's what grew me, standing on what I know to be true for Al Stinson, based on the facts, and me doing my own work. I'm becoming.
But everybody can have facts.
I'm talking about Al. That's everybody.
I know, but we're talking about the connection and the other partner and the other person. Everybody can have facts.
But what makes if me and you if we brought facts, you brought your facts, and I brought your facts. Who gave us the facts of where they rooted from, though? Now it got to be a common sense because the facts we get here are all rooted from one source.
Okay, what's that source?
From the people who enslaved us.
Okay.
So I'm always go back there to the first beginning on.
So what I'm hearing, you going back to programming.
Yeah, because it's mental health. So
okay.
With mental health, you have to unprogram and you have to unbecome to become healthy.
Okay.
And so if we don't start there, we would never get to where we healthy. Because we consistently fed
bullshit.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's
the terms. I mean,
that's through
one
programming.
person's like, because you got vegans, you got pescatarians, people like what they like. So, in that sense. So, what was the best meal that you had?
I'm gonna be honest. My best meal was my most painful meal. But that had to happen when I put it in retrospect. I lost my first son when he was 16 months, and that just changed my whole process. You know what I mean? But when I look at it now and the way I transformed, first of all, my oldest daughter gave me something to look forward to. But then when I lost my first son, I didn't understand it. But that was needed in my transformation. Because I know for damn sure, I wouldn't have been on this journey of understanding me and knowing who I am without that energy and that presence leaving me physically. Because it made me question every fucking thing. You see what I'm saying? Everything.
Yeah.
Every religion, everything I was ever fed, mentally, physically, spiritually, intellectually, all that, everything just transitioned for me. You know what I mean? It made me question everything about life. Life.
Yeah.
And that was big for me. And that's the trauma. And that trauma became a treasure of mine. And so that's why I stand on what I stand in. And if you hadn't been through that,
yeah.
If your gut ain't got snatched up out of you,
yeah.
And your heart hadn't got snatched up out of you, you may not really fully understand it. Not understand it, understand it. You can have some understanding, but understand it. And it gave me a whole different way of life. And so I'ma always think from all that pain, how that transition on all things. And that makes me complex. And I just think, well, when I deal with certain women, I try to get them to understand my complexity, but what my transformation grew from. And I'm not gonna let nothing take that away from me. Because something got took from me.
Yeah.
Which was everything for me to get to here.
So you're not gonna revert back?
I'm not, no, I can't.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
I just can't.
I feel you 1,000%.
I wouldn't do my son, I'd do him injustice. Because
you going back?
He left. Here physically for me to transition. Mentally.
That's a beautiful way to put it. For me, I would say embarrassment and shame. I was in a relationship and he gave me counterfeit money. And I didn't know it was counterfeit. I was pregnant and I went to, was going to get a place. And I didn't look at it. I didn't look at the money because that was just the first day from my mind. And the police came out of everywhere. And I was arrested while pregnant. And that was...
Did you tell them?
No.
You're a gangster. You took it. You ain't it. I thought you were like, I told her.
I said that motherfucker. I didn't. But he manned up and and owned it. But that's nothing. Well, I mean, that ain't no Sugar and Slim fucking story.
Right.
You know, because for me, that was a pivotal time for me to make a shift and realize that I can't eat from everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have discernment. You have to know how you want your meal prepared. And it helped me to understand that was going back to my childhood trauma and wanting to attach to someone. And I really, at that point, you know, yours was your son and mine was my son because I'm getting ready to be a parent and have a son. So that was like such a reality check, because a girl from High Park to be there, that was a lesson in self-esteem and confidence and just you gotta do better by yourself. You gotta treat your temple better. You gotta treat your mind better.
I'm just seeing so much. You know, I grew up in the mud, and so when you grow up in the mud, everything around you dirty. Unfortunately,
yeah.
You know, so many people got dirty habits and just everything's just like unclean. And so you kind of get that thinking like, damn, okay, everything right dirty. So my thinking, my eating, me treating people got a little bit dirty. But for some reason, I didn't really take on that environment dust like that.
Yeah.
You know, I did a lot of things in the environment to survive it.
Yeah, I mean, we all play in dirt.
Just coming from, you know, like you said, the shit we've been fed in the hood about the sexes. This a here, she's a hooker, and she's a thot, and all this type of shit, and going to your thinking, and you know, the sisters, they try to survive too.
We all trying to survive.
And so, you know, we get put, unfortunately, we get put against each other in survival mode.
Absolutely.
And that's part of the plan.
Yeah.
It still is part of the plan. But a lot of that goes into your relationships. My thing is, if I consider myself aware of something, and I'm like, hey, I don't think that shit belongs to me. Don't feed me that. Mm-hmm. We take it so personally. And I just my just
yeah.
Just,
I mean,
just
it
my
could
opinion.
be taken personally. It could be taken personally, or you know, it can I don't know, because I've gotten a lot of criticism, and well, let me not say criticism, because that for me criticism comes with a negative connotation, but. In all my relationships, I've gotten a lot of feedback. And growing up, I got a lot of feedback. So for me, I have to now fully understand why is this triggering me so much? Why am I getting, you know, and go back to the root of it and work on evolving my emotional intelligence. But also too, emotional intelligence has different realms.
Right.
It's not just, bam, you got emotional intelligence. So go breathe, process, it's different realms. With anything now.
What is emotional intelligence for you?
Emotional intelligence for me right now in my life, where I am with it, is not overreacting so that I can think and come up with a creative solution. So I can be able not to make impulsive decisions, so I don't pop off, so I don't retreat. Emotional intelligence for me right now is being able to take accountability. And also communication, because emotional intelligence is communication. And knowing how to really process my emotions before I communicate. Now, do I drop the ball on it? Yes, I'm human. But right now where I am, I'm doing my best to be holistically healthy also with my emotions and just stay regulated.
How does it work with you?
I have my good days where it's fantastic, and you know, some days it don't work so well for me, but I try not to sit in it.
Right.
I try to speak life over myself, like you showed your aunt, and give myself grace. Now, how was it working with others? It's still coming. But what has been your best food for thought? Like you asked me where I am, you know, as we close out, what has been your best food for thought? What was the best deposit for you?
Knowing I got to consistently drink water. And
that's the thing about it is how much it's like. You went deep with that one. That was like.
I'm gonna get all this something to think about.
Man.
The thing is, your diet gonna shake you. And so if you shake water come right back to form. I don't want to be a pop, because you shake pop, you gonna pop the fuck off. Because all the stuff that's in you. Yeah, come on, baby. We're talking some real clinical stuff, right? Well, that's clinical too.
It is.
But
No,
because a pop is full of chemicals, and I know I have to stay regulated to continue to survive at the rate that I want to survive. You know what I mean? So water has been my best diet. Life gonna shake you. Bruce Lee said it best. Be like water.
So do you like alkaline, spring, purified?
Kenya, sometimes just water.
Just water.
It's all gonna shake and come back the same. But I prefer, and I want to always come back to form because life been shaking the shit out of me. But I always been coming back to form. So that's gonna be my mantra. You know what I mean?
That's your mind. Be like water.
Be like water.
Okay. Nice mantra.
Yeah, because when we get triggered, we pull the trigger.
You didn't have to put your trigger in my face, sir. Well, we're gonna close out. Thank you for tuning in to Kollage. Hope you enjoyed this conversation about what's feeding you. Stay tuned as we come up with more. Right,
come back. Keep coming back because we're gonna be feeding some good food.
What you got on the menu for the next one?
Some more vegetables.
More green.
Some more greenery. Some more greenery. Peace and love. You gonna say it out or we gonna say an affirmation in a minute?
We can do an affirmation. Why don't you go ahead, Aquaman? What is your affirmation?
Be like water.
Be like water.
And my other one is if the world asks you who you are, please give them an answer so the world won't tell you who you are.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find out who we are.
Agreed. It's a lifelong journey. My mantra affirmation would be take up space, sis. That's a song by Tony Jones. And then it's all over my house. Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
We got to talk about that too. What does that really feel like?
Oh, you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
It's rough, but it's a good rough. Some people like it rough.
We spec. We spec life, not respect. We spec, we mean community. We gonna stay at community.
Do you like it rough?
Oh, baby, look at it. Hey, y'all see the shit I go through, man.
We like it rough?
Oh.
Okay, come on.
Yeah. This what business ain't like.
You got your boots on right here and shit. The boots is gotta.
Hey, the boots gotta sense
right here. Yeah. Like how much water can you really step in? Yeah, how wet can it get?
Is that it?
That's all. What you
Is that it? This is black love, man. You gotta have some fun in your love. You gotta have some fun, man.
All right.
Hey, man, you wrap it up and we still recording, man.
All right.